welcome back to MoStyle TV. My name is Kai Tellmann, aka Mo Tensen, and yeah, you're watching MoStyle TV. As I promised, this time I'd like to show you the next variation of the dancer things I did in the last time. And this time it's a b-boy one. Yeah? You're remembering this guy with the some kind of paper pieces on body or something. And the last thing I posted was this crazy cat. And the basic of both of them is the same. It's all based on Cinema 4D hair system. And yeah, today I like to show you how this works. But first to give you an idea what I'm talking about, I show you what I mean. Moment. This is this is a breakdancing guy. This one. Yeah, that's all. Im Loop. So and as you can see, it's a bit funny because I start this motion capturing experiments a few months ago, but after a month or so, some American US studio released now very famous dancing, motion capturing dancing video, and this again inspires me to look how some effects that they guys using is made doable in Cinema 4D, and this breakdancing guy is one of the effects I liked in the video from Method Studios, and I'm asked myself how it's possible to doing this in Cinema 4D, and it's very easy possible, I find out. So and this is the one, and the other one is like I said, technical, very similar, but looks very different. It's this little, I call it monster cat or something. Yeah, and maybe the guys who watching my first Mixamo tutorial saw how I import this character into Mixamo and coming back with these animations, and after I recorded this tutorial, I can stop playing with this character, and the second thing is using Arnold to render this, and this was interesting for me how Arnold hair rendering works, and yeah, it's always nice stuff to testing the behaviors of some external renderers for Cinema 4D. It's not just a funny animation, it's always some kind of production pipeline proof testing stuff, and so for me, so it's always interesting doing this funny stuff. Okay. And now we start, and as always we just import the favorite animation we export out of Mixamo. Like I said, anyone who comes just in now, there is a complete tutorial how you get this kind of animation out of Mixamo. So, and this is our regional thing. Yeah, it's in my case it's a girl, and I delete the textures because I didn't need them. I delete the A/it because I didn't need them, and the default one I don't know what it is. So we just need the body, see, like this. So, and the motion capturing animation is in effect, you see, ding 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 ding. It's It's the same breakdancing moves I used in the Beat Boy animation. And now the next is, it's very easy. I just select the mesh object, the body of the girl, and go to simulation, hair, and say add hair, like this. Okay, and that's all. Not really. It's a bit more, but not much. The only thing I do now is scaling the hairs because it's a bit too long. On the right length, I like to have maybe like this, yeah. And when we now watching, because it's hair, it's yeah, with full dynamic and something, yeah. You see, it's a bit slow. So on this point, because I know I won't change much after this, though I did something, because you can see in default mode the hair is, yeah, some kind of fluffy like the hair should be. And for my breakdancing guy, I knew that I like to have some kind of paper pieces on it, so they are not so flexible, they are a bit more stiff, and this is easy doable in Cinema 4D hair when I set the segments of the hair, yeah. In this case, every hair is divided in 12 little steps, and that makes the hair much more flexible. But in my case, I like to set them to just 4 steps, yeah. You know, now the whole hair is divided in 4 steps, and that makes it more stiff, yeah. And yeah, this is one thing I like to do. Now you can watch the hair reacts not much, but tiny bit different. And maybe we have to set the segments of the hair guides to 4 too. So now the whole simulation reacts on the guides, and the guides are now a bit less detailed than the before ones. And you can see here in the editor preview, everything looks a bit more stiff now, yeah? The hairs don't flying as much as before. So, and this is exactly the dynamic I like to have there. And this is what I did. This is all more or less. The only thing left is the look, yeah? Because I like not to have hairs, yeah? When I render this, okay? In this case, it looks a bit stupid because the default hair settings didn't make this very beautiful. Yeah? I give them a bit light, you can see. Yeah, so the hair is on the body, yeah, it's not much hair, and this is the reason we can see the body between the hairs, but it's exactly what I need from the hair. And the next step is the hair in cinema is very flexible, yeah. You can use it for so much stuff, and let's look it like hair is just one thing you can do. And what I did is something in the generator tab. I set type to flat, yeah, because the Cinema 4D hair has the ability to have some basic shapes built in. It's flat, a triangle, and I zoom in, you can see it. Cinema 4D makes just out of the hair guides triangle objects or square ones, like you can see. So, and the thickness from this stuff and some other behavior is given from the hair material. So when I open the hair material and say thickness, it's on the root of the hair, in this case 1, and the tip of the hair is 0.1, and when I set them to maybe 1 you see now the tip of the hair gets bigger, and I like to have it much bigger, like 4 and now in our case any hair is now 4 centimeters European thing. It's not important for you, yeah, it's a value of 4. So, and when I set the hair back from square to flat, like this, you see, this is exactly what I did with the breakdancing guy and not more. That's all. Yeah. And like I said in the last tutorial about the bubble guy, it's better to set the hair as the lowest part in the object manager, because cinema working hierarchically through the object manager, and at first the skin deformer, that is the stuff transferring the bone animation on the mesh, yeah, so it's just a deformer. It's the first operation, and after this the hair is attached on the body, and it's the second step cinema did in the process, and so it's better setting the hair below the deformer object in the object manager. So, and yes, now it's mainly done. We have now the dancing guy with hairs, but this hair looks now like sheets of paper or something. And the next thing is the look, yeah, because I like to have any paper sheet in a different color, and when I originally made this, I used Arnold Render. I can show you how it's working in Arnold, but after this, because I think, okay, when you're making a tutorial, it should work in Cinema 4D too. I have 2 versions, so I show you the one I used in my case. Yeah, it's just I choose Arnold material, getting in a node editor, going in a node editor. So, and then I use the utility shader, connect them with diffuse, like this, and set this utility shader to flat and the color mode to uniform ID. And you can see in preview, he set some random colors, and the fun thing is when I give this to the hair object, because any sheet is intern a single object. Oh, it's not visible now, but when I hit the render button, moment, I have to give the whole scene Arnold sky, so we can see something. Set on physical, okay, and set to Arnold, maybe it could help. And then we using the IPR view, yeah, and you can see it's there. So in this Arnold case, he didn't know the Cinema 4D floor object, so I have to put some real object as ground, and this one reflects the sun and reflects back to the body, and so maybe the light could be coming from a nicer direction like this, and the ground is a bit bigger. So, and the rest is just some tweaking on material, yeah, because I like that the stuff looks a bit like paper, same thing. I give not just the diffusion channel this utility shader, but come on, the same shader is put in, I think it was backlight. Backlight makes some stuff more feeling like paper, and yeah, you can see it works, yeah. And this is really everything I did for the breakdancing video. Okay, I made some kind of stone stuff there. I can show you if you like, but this is basically everything I did. And the fun is normally it's possible to set the original body as hair collider. But in my case, because the whole body is covered from this paper sheets, I didn't set this as collider because it works anyway. It's of course nice because the breakdancing guy moves so much that the hairs, the paper sheets, are always in movement, and you can see that they may be going through the original body because you can't see the body anymore. And yeah, this is everything I did. And as I said in the second part, I tried the same very easy setup in Arnold Renderer. Oh, Maxon mentioned me on Twitter. Yeah, becoming the same colors in Cinema 4D cost me a bit more, brain work, but it's very easy at the end to reach too. So I delete the Arnold stuff. And the color shader, and give the standard physical sky from Cinema 4D back. And now I create a new Cinema 4D material and give in the color shader. It's very easy, I said. The variation shader, yeah. Variation shader is new science since version 16 or 17, I think, yeah. So I didn't work much with them till now, but for this case I tried my first try was the variation shader, and it works very well because this shader is for exactly made for exactly stuff like this. Yeah, you have a group of objects of things, and every object should have their own color or so. And the easy thing is setting in this case a polygon variation to polygons. And I give this to our hair object, and in the best case we can see now, hit render button, you can see, yeah, there are some colors on the dancing guy. Maybe I let him dance a bit, that he not just stands as stiff, so, but yeah, every single polygon. And you're remembering, I divided any hair through four steps, and this result is that any paper sheet is now divided through 4, yeah, and any of these 4 polygons building the whole paper sheet has now a single color, yeah, and you can set now polygon step to 4. So any 4 polygons have the same color, and now you can see that result is that any paper sheet has now his own color. Very easy, I said. So, and in cinema, like in Arnold Renderer, we have of course the possibility to give this stuff a bit backlight. When you set, at first I copy this variation shader, copy channel. Then going to luminescence channel and give him yeah, the Cinema 4D backlight shader, and mixing this in a layer shader together with our original variation shader, yeah, just set to multiply. And now the variation, the different colors are multiplied to the backlight functionality, and the effect is that yeah, it's better visible when I set to global illumination too. So always QMC. I'm not sure if you saw any of my tutorials before, but in Cinema 4D you have to remember anytime you're using global illumination and like to have this flicker free, yeah, clean global animation use QMC. Yeah, it needs much more render time, but this is the only way to have flicker-free global illumination in Cinema 4D. So now we see, yeah, it's very slow, I said, but for what I use in this case is setting to physical render and going to progressive and from pass count to just one pass. And this reminds me sometimes on the IPR from ARA or something, because this is a very fast mode in Cinema 4D. Yeah? It's nearly the same. You become a very informative preview in just a few seconds. And in our case, this is how the stuff looks like now. So I zoom a bit back. The whole breakdancing guy looks colored in Cinema 4D too. Yeah, so it's a bit bright, I think. Maybe the multiplier is not the right thing. Sorry, I have to speak in my original setup, because it's possible I forget the connection thing I did. Yeah, it looks a bit different because the variation shader is multiplied. No, it's the right thing. It's a similar thing. Okay, interesting. Maybe I set the backlight something different? No. I see no difference now. Nope, it's okay. So this is our original setup, and if for the case you are interested in, but I hope you don't copy this lame background I did, but it's possible. Switch off the hair to have more performance, and just made some kind of cube, maybe a bit smaller, like this. Then you get MoGraph cloner, put a cube in it, and set the cloner to grid array. And in the Y direction you set them to 1. So we have a flat grid of cubes on the ground, maybe a bit bigger in size, and now I fill it with cubes. And the last tiny step like this. Okay, so you see what I did. Cubes. Okay, I have to set to a 6:9 frame. It's better. So, and of course it's a bit high. I have to set this on the ground level and hitting the original ground or deleting. Yeah, in my case I give this ground, I maybe forgot, a hair collider. Because you're remembering the whole dynamic stuff now is by hair, and you're going to hair collision, and that means that the hairs on the body flying around the body but can't going into the ground, yeah, because the ground is set to collision, and so the hair has to lying on the ground when the dancer is doing. But to be true, anything is so fast when he's dancing, so some tiny unreal things like hairs that going anywhere or so aren't visible. Yeah, that's okay. But now we have this place out of bigger cubes and giving this just a random effector. Every cube has a random position, and we just need them in the high. So I set just a value for Y, like like this maybe. And the problem is, of course, that every cube is now in a random high, and so I set the fall off to maybe sphere. It's anyway, and you can see now in the middle of the sphere the cubes are random sorted, and yeah, who knows? Set this just to invert. So, and this means now, and maybe I set the size a bit better, and this means in the place where the dancer stands, the cloner cubes are flat because the random effector just works outside this area, yeah. So, and this is exactly what I did, yeah. It's just some random cubes, and the same backup setup with a different kind of cube. Maybe it's like 200 is behind this whole stuff. Sorry. Like this. And of course I have to set up the grid again, because when the camera angle is wider, the whole stuff that fills the foreground didn't fit in the background, so you can set it to this and a bit more cubes like this, and you see it's very easy, no? Like this. Okay, so and now except the hair, I have to switch on now. It's more or less my original. Oh yeah, and an important thing, yeah, because this hair calculation is now done in real time, yeah, and every frame the hair has to be calculate the whole hair dynamics again, and for this is to get some more and better performance is nice to cache the whole animation, yeah. So now Cinema in turn doing the whole hair calculation and write them in a cache. So and the next time when I hit play, Cinema hasn't to do the whole calculation and just playing the animation out of the cache. And this means everything is a bit faster. And on the other hand, it's very important when you render stuff over network, yeah, because any rendering client maybe starts the hair simulation on the entry point. He get the animation and should render some parts, or maybe when you didn't have a heterogeneous, when you have a heterogeneous network, maybe some Macs and maybe some Windows PCs, every different system renders the hair physics a bit different, yeah, and so it's the only way to have smooth animation of some dynamics, and in this case hair dynamics, and so is to cache this, yeah. So just this Mac now calculates the whole animation, write them in the cache, and this is the information all the other clients become, and now it should be much more performant. Oh, and what I forget, as always, set the cloners to render instance. This of course makes the cloner very much faster in displaying in real time. And okay, switch them off for the moment just to see if the dancer now it's faster. I'm wondering because it all feels still a bit slow, but okay, we can do it. So in the last one, I used a little dirty trick. Oh no, it's not a trick. It's just something in Cinema. For just random test, I often set a camera and give the camera a vibration tag. Yeah, it's some lame kind of simulating hand camera holding by a real camera dude. So maybe this is 111 and a bit slower like this. And I switch the hairs off because you can better see this now. And now you have this slightly camera shake, yeah? But in the case of this breakdancing boy, I like to have some more realistic camera movement, not just this random stuff. For the most cases, okay, yeah, it's better than just a stiff camera, because most of the real footage you saw in some movies or stuff is always a real camera, and the real camera is in the most case moving just a bit, yeah, and just a little bit. It's important to give the viewer a more realistic feeling, yeah. And what I did in this case, to not just have this random movement, I just shoot a movie with my iPhone. It's when you know what's possible in cinema, yeah, everything is so easy. Yeah, this is my desk, and I shoot because I know dancing animation, and I know, okay, he's there, then he comes a bit in front of me, and I try in my mind shooting this guy in a real world situation. So I just captured my own desk, and now I get down, yeah, and up. So, and the next thing I like is to have this camera animation inside Cinema 4D, and it's very easy too, yeah. You just set this to 16292. It's nicer. Then you're using the motion tracker, yeah. Switching motion tracker, giving them the same footage I show you. It's right out of my iPhone, yeah. There's nothing done with this. Say open, and now the motion tracker shows me my footage. And then I said, okay, I need some kind of 2D tracking now. Means create tracks and auto track. When I'm remembering right, when the first Cinema 4D version appears, this has this motion tracker in. I did a tutorial about this motion tracker, so I don't need to say something deeper about this this time. It's just to getting a moving camera. But if you're interested, just watch my YouTube channel. There is using the motion tracker and Cinema 4D tutorial. It's 1 or 2 years ago. Okay. Since this stuff is still calculated, maybe I can show you the motion tracker tutorial, because we have some time to search this. Video Manager. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Oh, he's finished. Okay. it's a question. Special, quick, blah blah blah. Yeah, it should be in any of this R16 tutorials. Here, Cinema 4D R16.
Noch keine Website? Geht zu.
Ouchie, sorry. Special about the motion tracker. Yeah, this is where I show how the motion tracker works and what he did. Yeah, and especially to composite our own 3D object in the scene and something. It's maybe interesting for anyone too. But in this case, we just need the camera. Yeah, and the tracking is done like this. Yeah, but and this time it's just a 2D tracking. We have to reconstruct it to have a real 3D camera out of this, and it's very easy too. I just hit. Sorry, no, I just hit that. Run 3D solver. So Now again he calculates a bit, and I show you what happens here. I tell you how you. So yeah, this is a little movie I made based of this technique. Yeah, some funny CG characters in real footage, and yeah, this is very easy doable in Cinema 42 now. So, and you see, this is our resulting camera with this point cloud. Point cloud is built out of my real footage. Yeah, you can see this is a desk and something, and when we switch into this camera, we see the whole scene again with this strange lines. And the fun thing is, when I like, I can now put some 3D object, and yeah, I always using cubes to demonstrate things. A bit tinier. So I can set this object on the real desk. So to it should be nearly the right position. So, and you see, not really. Okay, the only point is you have to put it on the right position. Yeah, you have to take this point, for example, and so okay, yeah, this is a bit more before my cube now. So I have set this to there and make it a bit tinier, like this. And now the cube is on my desk. Yeah, but this is not what we need. We just need the camera animation. Yeah, and this is a funny thing because now we have a shaking camera inside Cinema 40, and it's not random shake, it's a shake I did while I capturing the movie. And this means now we have a real camera shake. So very easy trick and fast done, and all I have to do now is grabbing the whole thing, putting them in my breakdancing scene, and saying please watch through the camera. Okay, and I have to switch off the footage thing like this. Oh, and you can see, of course, we are in the middle of my scene. So I set the camera to this point, and yeah. Okay, at the end I mixed some cameras, the simulated one and the real captured one, and mix some kind of camera I like to have for this case. Because this animation is a bit too much, but you get the idea. Yeah, it's some very fast kind to have some realistic camera shaking in your animation, and it's something that's it's not unimportant to make the whole scene more believable. Show you my original dancer again. Moment. Yeah, here you can feel. Yeah, everything is because of this moving camera. It's a bit more dynamic, and in the best case feels more real. Yeah, and that is why I did it. Yeah, okay. And you can see the cubes is, of course, some kind of easy texture, but nothing more. It's very easy setup, and because it's out of MoGraph elements, you can animate them easily when you put some moment. Yeah, it's enough. And when I did it in background, when you put some plane effector, for example, yeah, set them to 0 or something, yeah, and give them again a fall off. Maybe in this case box shape, yeah, This is the one. It's a bit tiny in the moment. We have to make him bigger, like this, and maybe this. And now, can see, depends from the value you set in the Y direction. You can change the background like I did in the video. Yeah, and you need the whole background changed like this. Set some keyframe, going a few keyframes in the time. Set them there. Keyframe. It stands for a while, and then it goes through to the left border. Bam. So, and the result is something like this. Boop. Boop. And for the guys who have more dynamic, you can put some delay effect or two, set them to spring, and now everything is very smooth animated. Yeah, it's very easy doing stuff like this in Cinema 4D with the MoGraph system, but our thing is today just the funny dancing guy. What I wonder a bit is that the variation shader didn't give me some kind of preview in the viewport. Just try my original shader. Copy and paste. Thump. No. So okay, it's something I learned, that variation shader gives no OpenGL feedback. Okay, yeah, but when you render the whole stuff, then you can see it's out of colors now. But what I notice still is that my setup I show you is a bit different than my original setup. Variation. Object, polygon, blah blah blah, everything is the same. But this one is a bit darker, I feel. Random color mode. It's normal. And here. I found out what happened. Yeah, this random color mode is set to replace something I forgot. In my original shader, I did it, and in this one, you have to set to replace. So, and the second one in the luminescence channel, of course, too. Variation, set, replace, and now you have not this very bright colors. Instead, you have some clean, colorful paper sheets that feels a bit, because of the backlight shader, feels a bit like paper sheets or something. So, and this is anything I did for the original B-Boy, but from this point on you can make so much more stuff. Okay, in the case of the cat, you can use it as hairs, why not? But more interesting is what I delete this whole stuff. I didn't need this now. You can do so much more with the hairs. It's interesting stuff, because the hairs have the possibility to not just build hairs like I show with this one, but expect from doing some easy shapes like flat and triangle and square. You can do more. You can just build splines out of the hair, yeah? Like this. So now it's a bunch of splines we've seen here, and I'm still wondering why this is so slow. Not sure. There are not Sorry. Not so much hair, so but anyway. Maybe I show you this. What I mean, the stuff you can do more on a test object. Yeah, like this cube. It's of course very easy doing hair stuff on the cube or on a sphere. Yeah. Simulation hair, like this, and we're shaking a bit again with the vibration tag, like this, ding, 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 ding. Bit slower, boom, boom, boom. So, and this is interesting because in this case I like to have longer hairs, and this means I set the guides a bit longer. So, and now we can use it as hair, but you can do so much more. You know, I can set generate to flat, and then we have this strange kind of flat pieces. We can again set the whole thickness on a higher value, sorry, like this. Or of course you can do nearly any shape with this, yeah, that because you can set the thickness from root to the tip with this curve object or something. Yeah, you can give them really strange shapes like this, and I set a very high value. You see, yeah, you can freely set the shape of these pieces, so you can make it more like some crazy leaves or something, yeah, or now it looks like grass or so. So it's no problem, but except of this you can do so much more when you set, for example, the hair to spline. Now the hairs reacting like normal splines, and maybe I reduce the count a bit, so like this, and on this splines you can do anything you can do with normal splines. Means when I set yeah, why not, I make a sphere, set them on a line to spline. I'm not sure what happened now. So, anything should happen, yeah. And you see the sphere now is attached to one of the hairs. This is funny. So maybe when you have the character with a nice haircut, you can put them some pearls in his raster hairs or something. It's a different way to put objects at the hairs. Can I show you how this works? Okay, what I like to see is now we have some dynamic animated splines in your scene, and there's so much possibilities to making funny stuff out of this. And when I set the hair, for example, yeah, we need the same sphere but as polygon object, like this. Now I set the hair generate not splines, not flat things, but instances, yeah? And this means I can give any 3D object into this channel, and he now gives my object, in this case a sphere, the shape of a hair, but you can backset when you say no, don't deform. Moment. No, bend is okay, but not keep aspect of the hair, but be uniform. And now there is a sphere on every hair, and in turn it's just an instance, so it renders very fast this kind of spheres on any hair. You can choose a position when you set the start to a different value. You see, it's very funny. Yeah? It's like any hair has a little sphere on the end of the hair. Yeah? Now you can, for example, but you see it's of course going a bit slower now, yeah, because this is some objects and so on. And when you set repeat, I set the start value to 0 and repeat, then it repeats. I give him a few less hairs so we can look this whole stuff fluidly. Generate. When you set repeat, then like pearls on a string, yeah. Now any hair is a line of spheres like this. It's a bit slow, but you get the idea, I hope. So when I set deform to none, then could be a bit faster, yeah. So, and now it's like yeah, some kind of wired object, and everything is dynamically and floating away. You can collide them with any different objects and so on. And this is something you can put, of course, again on some dancing guy or something, yeah. So yeah, he could have nearly any object on his surface. It's very funny, yeah, when you think about yeah, put a guy out of cars. Any object is a little car or something. There are so much funny possibilities. Okay, but for now I think it's enough. Moment. Yeah, no, it's not possible. I'm not talking 1 hour again. Wow, okay. So I show you how this Beat Boy thing works, and I think it's okay for now. With the cat it's nearly the same, yeah, but it's just hairs done and not some kind of strange behavior from the hair object, yeah. It's very flexible and fun thing. Last thing, when we talking about hair, it's I set this back to maybe flat, yeah, like this. And what you can do with hair, if you don't know it, it's again funny because the whole traditional particle effectors working at the hair. Give them more time here, and you can see I give simulate particles, maybe some kind of wind, yeah, can give us as force to the hairs, set to include, and you see, yeah, it's begins to moving and give the wind a higher value. And now we have some kind of moving hairs in the air, yeah, you know what I mean. It's yeah, like this, or so there's much stuff possible to just animate stuff without setting a single keyframe, yeah? And yeah, wind is not the only one. There are more forces in the particle thing, like turbulence. It's the same thing, set it here, and now you have some random turbulence stuff going on like this, yeah. So, and you see the base object, the cube, isn't moving, just the hairs flying around. Oh, and I have a funny thing, I'm using similar things. I make some kind of yoga monster, this one, and this is exactly the technique I used there, yeah, the objects laying on the ground and just a bit turbulence moving the hairs. But watch yourself. Yeah, it's funny stuff because yeah, it's again some Arnold hair stuff I tested, and it's interesting because this is 500,000 hairs, and I tried and set, for example, Arnold to 5 million hairs, and so, and it didn't make some difference in render times or simulation times. So it's very interesting stuff, and when you're interested in stuff like this, I can show you my moment Savasana results, because I made so much different types of hair. Sorry. Yeah, like this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, you see, not every style looking very good, but that's normal while you're testing some stuff. This is funny. This is even funny because it looks like a sheep or something. And yeah, with colors, it's easy to set up too. And with different types of hair. And it is so much fun stuff to test with. Yeah. And this is now really the end of this Mostyle TV season. Not the whole season, it's just an episode. I hope you have fun, and yeah, and there are 2 guys sending me her own Pearl animation still now, you know, with this bubble guy. So I'm still interested what you doing with these techniques I show, and don't be shy, give me a link of your own activities with this tutorials. Yeah, it's always funny for me to see what other people is doing with this. And of course, this episode is sponsored by Isa, and please don't forget to give me a like when you like the tutorial. It's important to have the channel running, and if you did it not before, give me abonnement, how it's called, I don't know. Yeah, just view the channel always. Sorry. This is Mo Tensen from Mostyle TV. See you next time. Bye bye.